So after that interesting episode and everything, I'm just gonna review it, and we're gonna let Snakeskin sit back and eat for this episode.
I worked for 9 hours. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Although it's not as bad as mine because I work 10 hours for 4 days straight. And that is no. Not only that, but it's a 6 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. shift.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that burns. I mean, I had the stock truck today. Normally I had the stock from truck today. Normally we get about 160, 180 pieces. Yeah, not too bad. Today we got about 260.
Wow. That's a lot.
4th of July, dude. And, people gotta eat. But, I want to kill myself.
And then it's weird. You're working for, to some people, considered one of the worst companies in the world. And I work for one of the best companies in the world, Amazon.
Yeah, there's no question about you. You guys are the shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so party poop. Yeah. That was the thing.
That's
big thing.
Oh, it's Pinkie Pie episode, so already I was excited for it.
I know. Already like a plus, like if we're going Anthony C routes, it's already a +1 modifier.
+1.
Anyway, so this episode starts off with Twilight freaking out as usual to almost less than 0 facial expressions.
Yeah.
And so, she's like, yeah, we're going to make new friends from these people from Yakistan. And you know what I instantly thought of? The fact that you said in the Brony's reactions are magic, that there are Arabs in friendship is magic. Now we have Pakistan for this.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I just assumed, given their attire and stuff, they were like, I don't know, Mongolian. That prince dude straight up looked like Attila the Hun, bro.
I know, right? By the way,
oh my God.
Quick plug for Hoo Hot, which is a Mongolian food place, and it is incredibly amazing, even though it's a bit expensive. Anyway.
Really quick, so you mentioned facial expressions. I'm sure right now, one of the best things I'm taking away from this fucking season is that the facial expressions. The second season's the one that everyone loves, for everything. The third one's the one everyone's different about. The fourth one's where they expanded Equestria. This season does that too, but this season will be remembered as the season of funny-ass facial expressions.
I agree. I think, with season 4, it was one of those weird things because season 1 and 2 kind of stuck to basics. Season 3 was kind of a transitional period, and season 4 kind of kept to its roots. I guess you could say.
A little bit.
Season 5, I know season 4 you had a bunch of shit like, why not make them superheroes? Why not have Fluttershy turn into a bat? But it still kind of kept it to formula. And then you get season 5 here, that most of this season, honestly, I don't know what to think.
I know. That's a thing.
It's a thing that's still going on. Is it different? Yeah. Is it different in the way that I like?
Sometimes.
Maybe. Not as often as season 4, but oh well.
Yeah, the first 5 episodes of the season, I'm just like, yes. Then Tanks for Memories 5, yes. Slice of Life, I'm just like, yes. And come to think of it, I don't know. I mean, this episode, this wasn't a bad episode, but
no, it wasn't. Not by any regard.
It was kind of funny.
Really good episode.
I really like this episode because, well, in the sense that to get back to the plot, the Twilight's super nervous, wants to impress the Yaks. They try and replicate Yakistan with with some of their food and stuff. And the Yakians, the Yakstonians, don't come back. Are like, it's not perfect. We smash. I swear the lead guy sound like he was voiced by the Mojo Jojo dude, but I looked it up. It's not the Mojo Jojo dude. And I was kind of bummed. But then title sequence, My Little Pony, My Little and so I get the message here, but it was kind of fun. It was really funny. Obvious, but really funny when the main six are trying to show them their wares, so to speak, on all the dopeness of their little slices of Equestria, but they're trying to they're trying to they're trying to yakinize it, miserably.
Yeah, because there's like 3 different scenes. One of them is the fact that it's you guys don't like the city life and stuff, so we're going to let you stay on the farm and you get to sleep in these beds. And it's like, this is not yak hay. Well, we don't have actual yak hay. We still smash anyway. And then, honestly, the cutest part of this episode is when they're by Fluttershy.
Oh my God.
All the animals just come out with little freaking Viking horns. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. And then the freaking the little
duck, right?
Yeah, the little ducks are in there with like one little horn sticking on the top of their head. One of them has it stuck over its face, and it trips, and it falls off. And they're like, "These lie. These aren't yak animals." And we're about to smash it. Fluttershy's like, oh shit, she snatches up the animals, brings them up in the tree, and they're still smashing everything. Like they also had like Rarity, where it was like,
the super rare claw.
Yeah, and then they're just eating it. Do you notice that they are eating everything?
Mm-hmm. That's what yaks do, dude. They eat. They don't give a fuck. They just want to eat, like goats.
Pretty much. Except it's weird. Do you really want the trade-off of yaks smashing into things or goats screaming all day?
We could have met it. The Adele goat.
Yes.
The goat. So. What happened?
Lying on the cold hot ground. And then the Will Sasso guy coming in after, he's just like a lemming comes up.
My God, so great. So Pinkie Pie is getting more stressed, and starting to lose her cool. And I swear they know at this point. Crazy Pinkie Pie is the most interesting Pinkie Pie. Because you see her, she starts to crack, eyes are darting around, she's getting the big old creepy smile and stuff. And she's like, I'm not nervous and stuff like that. And it's just like, come on, break her down, develop her character, show a tragic flashback of her getting beaten with candle wax. Just do something.
Oh, dude. Well, that's incredibly metal, but incredibly disturbing at the same time.
Oh, come on, that has no base. Who gets hit with? I'm not talking with a candle. I mean, that he was hitting him with the candle wax. He wouldn't be able to. It would be burning his hand, and then limestone or whatever his name is hand would fall off. So Pinkie wins.
So Pinkie wins no matter what.
Love the reference to her parents later, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So what happened? Oh yeah, so
one thing I do want to point out though is the fact that once again you see Twilight actually using Cadence's technique of kind of inhaling and then and it's like she's trying to keep her sanity down, and I really like that.
Character
Um,
development.
so then, Pinky's going crazy. And I love that Dash, of all ponies, is actually like, why are your eyes darting around like that?
I guess because, in season 1 anyway, the two spent a lot of time together, so
Yeah.
makes sense that she would know her ticks.
Yeah.
So
she's up in Sugar Cube Corner with Gummy, who's trying to get a fly from outside the window. And Pinky's like, what am I gonna do? They're gonna hate my party because it's not perfect. It's not like Yakistan. And so Gummy just like licks her or something, and she's just like, you are a genius, kisses him again. I'm just like, oh, they have such a great like pet owner bond there.
yeah, it's cute.
It's super adorable. So she decides to go to Yakistan herself. And honestly, this is the funniest part of the episode. So she starts going.
Yeah.
And she's monologuing on the train. It's like, I knew that it was me and me alone who could do this. You know what I mean? So like random ponies.
Pinkie Pie is best. Pinkie Pie is best Morgan Freeman.
And the best part on that train is the fact that she's like, I can't have anyone else do it. She grabs her ass and she's like, this can only be done by my rump and my rump alone. I'm just like,
Oh my god.
okay.
Fan service.
He was like rubbing it in
Fan service.
and everything. And I've read way too many fanfics to really accept the headcanon that
know where that's
are
going.
actually like super sensitive parts of the body,
Oh yeah, they're I think that's a topic. I think that's a road we don't want to take on this channel.
I don't really want to do that. But anyway, so
I like this part. Cherry Jubilee came back.
Yes, because they have a bunch of sheep blocking the tracks. I'm like, that makes sense. That really makes sense. Although, really, she should have brought Applejack along to wrangle him up, and then you could have a repeat of the line where the sheep is like, you could have just asked. Something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh man.
So
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the Cherry Jubilee and a bunch of her drivers technically are I just remember something. Remember in season 1 when they were going to Appaloosa, wasn't the train being pulled by horses?
You're right. Why
I just thought of that right
changed?
I just thought of that. I just thought of that right now. It's like they've had actual trains since like, well, that one season 1 episode where the cake mystery.
That was season 2, actually. That was the episode right before Candlelight Wedding.
Well, that was season 2. Yeah, you're right. So when did they switch out? When did they discover steam and coal?
I don't know, but possibly they didn't want to count horsepower anymore, so they just found coal and went with it. So I don't know. I'm trying to make
there's a John Cole. There's a John Coltrane joke in here somewhere, but I'm not clever or bluesy enough.
Yeah. Anyway, so she gets up to so apparently Cherry Jubilee and her compatriots or whatever have been up the whole night because they were counting cherries, and they have like 400,000 or like 245,560 cherries or something. I'm just like, damn. That puts that I Love Lucy reference from the original
super
episode. So they're going to cross. and they fall asleep. And Pinky's like, Ravine, Ravine, and tries to, wake him up with water and stuff. It was really weird. And Juju wakes up and she's just like, I was dreaming about a ravine. And she looks down and it's like, well, that's why. Yeah. So they fall on this ravine. And then it switches back to Ponyville, where Twilight and the gang are like, where the hell did Twilight go? Gummy spits out a letter that Twilight, regardless of all the alligator saliva on it, takes it up in her magic anyway. And it's like, I went to go on a mini adventure to help with the party. Be back before the party starts. And they're like, well, we have to trust her. Because obviously Pinkie Pie is Pinkie Pie.
Love the Twilight shipping.
Yeah, they know each other.
It's not. It's the subtle kind of shipping. It's the subtle shipping. They know each other. Twilight displays trust and stuff, and it's like ooh, meaningful relationship, like Kate Kane and Matt from Batwoman comics.
Yeah.
Booyah!
So, the
random comic.
Yep. The best scene in this episode, though, was where she's like, yeah, we fell down the ravine, and luckily the Wonderbolts caught us. I found my way to Manhattan, where I formed a band, ran a few shows, and then left due to upstanding differences. And I'm just like, you just completely, within 5 seconds,
that was the Beatles.
Completely just given the whole history of the Beatles to children. That is amazing.
I was so happy.
I was so happy too. They even had the Abbey Road picture. I'm just like, yes.
They had the Abbey Road picture. They had the Sgt. Pepper's picture.
Yep. They even, I guess they went all the way to the UK to do that too. But anyway, she goes up to the Crystal Empire. Cadence is like, are you sure you need to do this? No pony has gone up there and never come back. And she's just like, yes, ma'am, I can do this on my own. I need to do this. And she's like, good luck, Pinkie Pie. And I'm like, wow, she's actually sounding regal for once. You know?
I know. It's not like she's some kind of it's not like she's just happens to have a phase tag.
Pretty much. She's not this walking symbol. She actually has character, how little we actually see of it.
And that's not the character's fault. The show just hasn't expanded on that yet. They will at some point, probably. I'm just waiting for that Luna episode.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to see Luna play video games or something. So,
dude, do you know how much I want that to actually? Of all the things this fandom has crapped out and created, the gamer Luna thing just makes me so happy. Thou will face the fury of my show.
And the best part is she's a PlayStation fanboy from what I can see. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at her color scheme.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so she goes up and she finds this sled with this weird guy with this weird animal thing in front of it. They go in, and that animal is just sitting there like, yay, I'm going somewhere. So adorable. I mean, it was a little touch, but it was so cute. And so...
Yeah. She gets right to the entrance, and it's just like, yeah, I'm almost just a little closer, CJ. But then she goes back down the mountain because she bails out or whatever. So she's right there. She goes back down the mountain, back past Cadence. She goes back through the Beatles and finds out they become the Rolling Stones, Rolling Pones in this case, and and just goes all the way back to Ponyville, where her friends have found her super secret party closet. Which, by the way, super secret party closet. That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's
and
not
she comes down the slide.
chamber, okay? Stop it.
Yeah,
It's a party
no
room,
cupcakes
not
going
a.
on in this this channel.
So here's the thing: we have our man caves. What does Pinkie Pie have? A party cave? That's pretty freaking sweet.
Party, 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 Pinkie Pie.
Don't
That's
get
the probably the girliest thing I've ever.
But you know what? Do not let Scootaloo from Newborn Cuties in there. She will go nuts.
Oh my god. Oh
Anyway,
my god.
so they're like, yeah, Pinkie has everything for everyone in town, including Twilight, who apparently likes red balloons, like chocolate cake, and then
99 red balloons, actually.
yeah, but what's even better, she doesn't like quesadillas. And it's like, no, I don't mind them. They're just so cheesy. So I'm wondering how, in that case, did she not despise cheese sandwich, who's the living embodiment of cheese?
So was this cutie mark. Remember that?
Yeah, it was a freaking like cheese sandwich accordion thing. You know what though? I think she can handle the cheesy jokes. It's actual cheese she can't stand. I don't know.
If she could handle cheesy jokes, she would have murdered so many people on the show already.
I know. I mean, she was already cheesy during Cutie Mark Chronicles when she's like, you never know that you and your future friends might be looking at the same rainbow. And even Spike's just like, gosh, you become so cheesy.
Oh my god, you know what? That's just the perfect embodiment of the show. It's like, you know what? Yeah, we're a little corny, we're a little cheese ball, but you know what? We're aware of it, damn it.
Uh-huh. And we love it. Anyway, back to the episode. So
yeah,
apparently Pinkie, like, she has plans for her parents' 50th, 100th, and 500th anniversaries.
Oh yeah, 500.
I'm just like, wow. And so Pinkie eventually finds out what they're all up to. And she's just like, oh, you guys are amazing. And then she gets like this light bulb moment. She goes up the slide, and Fluttershy's like, so do we climb up the slide with her?
So
or
do we climb up the slide or what?
Yeah. I'm just like, thank you, Flutters. You still don't understand Pinkie Pie, and it's glorious.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever going to understand.
I know,
Pinkie
right?
Pie. So.
Not even Pinkie Pie knows Pinkie Pie.
Pretty much. It's crazy. Anyway, so then they get, and even before this, you know, when Pinkie's still up in Yakistan or whatever on her trip, the Yaks are like, honestly, they remind me of Klingons in a way. In the fact that, like, you were, Spike was playing some music and they were crying like uncontrollably. I'm like, that reminds me so much of the Klingon race because they'll sing these like 6-hour long ballads and be crying uncontrollably the whole time. And so then we find out it's one of those self-playing pianos, and they're all just like, "This is a lie, and we're gonna go bring more yaks, and we declare
It's a
war."
lie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the whole time, I'm just like, war. I like Slayer. War Ensemble.
War never changes, except it does when you have a god
Fallout
on your
4.
side who's just gonna nuke Yakistan.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, who honestly gives a fuck, you know? So then, fun times ensue. We get the lesson of you don't need to replicate someone else's society. You need to show them your society in turn, which is kind of ironic talking about America, who doesn't really have a society of its own. We just borrow from every other society out there.
Yeah. I remember that Schoolhouse Rock song, or whatever, Melting Pot, more like can't figure out what from the pot to string in the sink. You know that little strainer that like all our parents have? It's like orange or blue, sometimes green. You put your noodles in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So,
but yeah, that's us.
Yeah. So that was Party Pooped. I give this episode probably an 8 because it had plenty of moments where I laughed out loud, and plenty of moments where we just, I don't know, we just had, I had a lot of fun with this episode. What about you?
I don't know. I mean, to me, it is so. I kind of have to give it a 14. No, I'm kidding. There were a lot of fun moments in this episode. If it were an average episode, yeah, I'd probably say, I kind of have to rate this 2 ways, because even though Fluttershy is still my favorite character, Pinkie Pie is still my favorite pony. If we've had that discussion before on the difference between the two, right? The favorite pony, favorite character.
Yes. And with me, Fluttershy to me is best pony, but Pinkie Pie relates to me the most. So that's why they're like top tier characters.
Yeah. Pinkie Pie is so I kind of, there's only a few characters I have this for. I have my own little, because I mean, come on, season 4, Pinkie Pie got way over with Maud Pie, Pinkie Apple Pride, which was half an Applejack episode. Pinkie Apple Pie was half Applejack, but then Pinkie Pride was just like, that was our favorite episode of that season, wasn't it?
I believe that it was like number 2, and Twilight's Kingdom was number 1. But it was very.
That's right. Because you, me, and Brian were all like, "Holy shit, that was gnar."
Yeah.
But I'm going on too long. Basically, I don't know. As a Pinkie Pie episode, which will be my official rating, probably, I kind of give it a 7, if only because, I love Pinkie and expect more out of her episodes, but I'm always a little more anticipating her episodes. And it wasn't a bad episode. Like you said, there was a lot of lifts and hee-hee and ha-has and gaffa-gaffs. But, I mean, as a Pinkie Pie episode, it's not that it was a disappointment, but it was okay. I mean, I might give it a 7.5 if I were to watch it again, but it was all right. It definitely did not disappoint me, but it definitely didn't let me down like Power Ponies.
Okay, so I give this an 8. You give it a 7, pretty much.
Yeah, that's like the second time only we've had different scores this season.
I know, because we think so much alike, honestly. So, by the way, guys.
Yeah, it's like left. It's like brain, right brain.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you are going to be in the Chicagoland area tomorrow, come to Anime Midwest. I will be doing a panel with Toon Critic if you see this episode tonight.
Yeah, my
So
boy's got himself a panel now. Awesome.
I know. So yeah, you get to see me on a panel if you're interested. So that's it from me, John.
And me, thanks getting this really horrible lag.
Yep, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.